Hello everybody, welcome back to another Trip Report. It's Alaska Trip Reports. I'm coming at you with another brand new video today. I just got done out of the Alaska Airlines lounge and now I'm making my way to my next gate for our flight back to Anchorage. Here I am currently taking the elevator downstairs to get to the train. And now we are starting our walk from N11 to the airport ground transport to get on the train for the next terminal which we need to be at. Here I am taking the escalator down to the airport train platform, and soon we will be on our way to the area of the D gates. With it being super early that morning, I basically had the whole entire train to myself, so that was really cool. I even got the opportunity to take a long exposure, which I'll show. I stood at the front of the car with my 24mm lens, 3 seconds exposure, and got this result. And even Seattle Airport reposted it, so that was a major accomplishment. Now we are making our way up the escalator to the D gates, and there's some really cool art coming around the corner as we are coming up the escalator. See, there's the sign there that says C and D gates upstairs. So here we are on the second escalator, and there's this really pretty glass. I think Seattle did a tremendous job with this artwork. Now we are making our way down to our gate. As you can see, it's a very long walkway, but there's a few restaurants on the side for people who want to grab stuff and eat, and we are just going to run into the store to grab some last minute stuff for our flight. We have arrived at our gate. Occupying D7 is November 468 Alpha Sierra, a 11-year-old Boeing 737-900ER, delivered brand new to Alaska Airlines July 17th, 2014. Here at the gate waiting area, there's some really nice charging ports. I was able to charge my GoPro up before my next flight. And now we are walking into the Seattle Airport food area to grab some snacks before our next flight. And while I sit and wait here, there is the screen above our gate telling us all the information about our flight to Anchorage. And here we have the flight attendant scanning my boarding pass so that I can get down the jet bridge and head on my way down to Anchorage. Here we have an awesome view of our airplane from the windows, and it was very unexpected and nice. The flight attendant at the door commented on my Alaska Airlines outfit. Check this out. Good morning.
Swinging. I like all your pins.
Thank you. Hello everybody, welcome aboard on the Alaska Airlines 737-900ER. In the front there are 16 first class seats in a 2-2 configuration, followed by 24 premium and 138 coach. My seat today is going to be 4A in first class for the 3-hour flight up to Anchorage, Alaska.
Find your assigned seat. And if you have 2 carry-on items today, please remember to place only 1 bag in the bin overhead, and one of your carry-on items can be placed completely underneath the seat in front of you. And the bags do fit best in the bin overhead if you...
My pre-departure beverage I chose was a cup of Stumptown coffee with cream and sugar. Cheers, absolutely delicious. The best coffee ever. The seat back pocket has a lot of really nice storage for a bunch of items. Let's take a look at the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER safety card, which indicates all the instructions in the rare event of emergency landing.
Doors on board are now closed. Please raise your seat back and lower your headrest. Tray tables and device holders must be stowed. In first class, please raise your footrest and lower your calf rest. All bags, including crossbody bags, as well as larger items like laptops and tablets with keyboards, must be stowed completely under the seat in front of you or overhead. Smaller devices must be held or secured, and if you are seated in the exit row, please open those window shades and unplug your devices.
Up to Anchorage, David Micro up front today, flying the next 3 hours and 1 minute is our flight time. Further reports that it's been pretty bumpy up there last few days. Right now, our flight plan is showing maybe the first hour and 20 minutes. We have some chances of turbulence after that. Hopefully, it'll smooth on out. Weather in Anchorage also has improved. I was up there earlier in the week. Lots of snow right now. Just cloudy skies, 30 degrees. Just waiting for maintenance to bring our logbook back, and then we will be underway.
And First Officer Michael. I'm Joe, and with me are Cassie, Colleen, and Rachel. Safety is our highest priority. We do appreciate your attention while we share some important safety information. Please review the safety information card in front of you, which shows what to do in an emergency on this aircraft. Will not inflate, however, oxygen will be flowing. Put your mask on before helping others and keep it on until a crew member says it's no longer necessary. There is a life vest under your seat. Infant life vest will be provided if needed. If instructed by a crew member, remove your vest by pulling the red tab and tearing open the bag. Place the vest over your head, bring the waist strap to the front, and buckle it. Tighten by pulling on the end. Just as you leave the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling down sharply on the red tabs. You can also manually inflate the vest by blowing into the tubes. And that light will activate in water. There are 4 life rafts on board, 2 in the forward ceiling compartments, and 2 in the ceiling compartments near the middle.
I got to capture one of the really cool ground workers that was a wing walker who was helping push our aircraft out with those sticks. While we were taxiing, I got to see an Air Canada Airbus A220-300 taxiing for Toronto Pearson from Seattle. Here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 taking off for Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and a Alaska 737-800 taking off for Fairbanks. past 10,000 feet, I'm going to go over and through it on the Wi-Fi. All you type is AlaskaAirlinesWiFi.com. Go to the home page, which you can use free texting, free movies, or purchase in-flight Wi-Fi, which is usually what I do. So I'm going to go over now that I'm connected, and I'm going to head over to Flight Radar 24 to track my progress on my way up to Anchorage today. Unfortunately, it was so rainy that you could hardly see anything outside, even at 32,000 feet. But it cleared up eventually. There I am, heading to Anchorage. Now we're going to pop over to Instagram to see if anyone's tracking me or see if any posts can load. Looks like it's working. Now we're going to go ahead and check YouTube. That loaded extremely fast, which is amazing. As you can see here, there's a lot of content that you can go through. Now we're headed over to TikTok, checking on some of my friends and see if I can get anything to come in here. We are getting ready for our meals, so here I am pulling out the tray table. Again, pulls out from the armrest. Pretty decent sized, as you can see. The first drink I got for breakfast was my signature Sprite cranberry mix. Cheers to another great flight with Alaska Airlines. Nice day so far. Here we are flying over some really pretty glaciers and mountains up over. Breakfast is served. I got the brown butter pancakes with mango syrup and bacon, and Parmesan scrambled eggs were for my mom. I halved it, so like I said, I get a bite of everything. Cheers. Potatoes are very nice. Eggs are nice and fluffy. Very good. And now we're going to dig into our pancakes with that amazing mango sauce. Very good. They were a little dry though, so I needed some extra syrup. And now we are going to try the smoked bacon that came with both of our breakfasts. Tastes pretty good. Nice and big. Very good. About an hour later, a snack box was offered full of a bunch of different things. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Alaska Airlines 737 900ER bathroom. Average size, not big. You got a sink, toilet, flusher, and a garbage can. At least it was pretty clean. There's just not much room in there. I think they should make airplane bathrooms bigger. There's the flush button, and you can also go over here and turn on the hot and cold water. Nice, pretty spraying fountain. Pretty powerful pressure. Then I asked the flight attendant to see if I could tour the first class bathroom where my amazing coffee was prepared earlier, and my breakfast that I just ate. Absolutely delicious.
Items that you retrieve from the
One thing I will say that was unfortunate was the window was very scratched, very dirty, and had a bunch of scuff marks. Like, I couldn't tell, but I think that pink line was somebody drew on it with marker, probably a kid. But that was kind of annoying. I love when windows are clean to be able to see out of easier. It's impossible for a window not to get dirty, but I sure would like most of the time for it to be clean. It was pretty nice. As we were coming into Anchorage, the sun was rising, so I got some nice footage into there as we were starting our initial descent over the Kenai area and soon over Homer. I'm really glad we finally got to see some mountains after 3 hours of clouds. I wasn't thinking I'd be able to see anything on the return based on the weather not being so good at either place. Absolutely breathtaking view as the sun is coming through the clouds as we're descending into Anchorage. Really nice to get this on the approach today. There is nothing like the approach into Alaska. It definitely is home. As we are on final approach for Anchorage today, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And make sure you follow my Instagram, worldwide_spotting_2.0 for all my latest news, travel updates, and plane spotting photos. Now enjoy our landing onto Anchorage's runway. We got some really pretty views of the Matanuska mudflats as we were coming into 7 Left. I think everyone should make it to Alaska once in their life, both in the summer and the winter. here's what I really missed, my beautiful 747s here. Hi.
Our pilots will turn off that seatbelt sign when it's safe to get up. Your belongings should remain stowed until we've safely reached the gate. If you're rolling this close, you can take it out of airplane mode.
Special thanks to that really cool pilot that I flew with multiple times to let me up there in my costume. That was really great. Crazy, back here in Anchorage, like it feels like I never left at all. Here we are walking to the baggage claim area. We'll be here for about 7 days and then going to be returning to the islands. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you.